On Syria, it's no secret that there were very different views around the G8 table. But we all share a vital interest in bringing this conflict to an end and helping the Syrian people to achieve the change they want. So we agreed to work together on 7 things. 1, to step up our response to the humanitarian crisis with almost $1.5 billion of new money, including more than doubling the UK contribution. This is new money, new commitments made here at the G8. 2, to maximise the diplomatic pressure to bring all sides to the table as soon as possible. 3, to back a Geneva II process that delivers a transitional governing body for Syria with full executive authority. Again, that was something slipping away over the last few weeks, but brought back onto the table and agreed right here at the G8. 4, to learn the lessons of Iraq by making sure the key institutions of the state are maintained through the transition, and there is no vacuum. To those who've been loyal to Assad but who know he has to go and who want stability in their country, they should take note of this point. 5, to work together to rid Syria of terrorists and extremists. Again, this is a new commitment by the G8 here at Lough Erne. 6, to condemn the use of chemical weapons by anyone, and crucially to enable an unhindered UN investigation to establish the facts. This pledge was not expected here at the G8. We discussed it last night, we agreed it last night, and have written it down and agreed it today. 7, to support a future Syrian government that is neither Sunni, Alawite nor Shia, but which has the consent of all Syrians. Now, reaching this agreement was not easy. It was made possible only by the frank, open, leader-to-leader discussion that was a key feature of this G8. Every leader around that table knows that words alone won't stop the suffering. The task now is to turn that into real action. 25 years ago, when a terrible bomb attack killed 11 people just a few miles down the road from here, a G8 in County Fermanagh would have been unimaginable. Today, the world has seen a new Northern Ireland that is not only beautiful, as you can see from the wonderful scene behind me, but a Northern Ireland that is open for business. A Northern Ireland that is bringing down the peace walls that have separated its people for so long. A Northern Ireland determined to be defined by a shared future, not by a divided past. It is a transformation that I believe can be an inspiration to the world. And many of the, in fact, I think all of the G8 leaders who came here commented on how remarkable it was to hold this G8 here and what a powerful message it sent and what it meant to them. Now, this transformation was made possible by the courage and determination of so many people across all sections of the community. We must show the same resolve in seeing through the agreements that we have reached today to deliver prosperity and security for the United Kingdom, for the G8 and for the world. Thank you very much for listening. Time to take some questions. Let's start with Sky News. Hold on, not sure that's...
I've got 2 now, right. Prime Minister, does democratic transition mean Assad must go? If so, why didn't you say it? And could you tell us, please, what has happened to your and President Hollande's plan to arm what you call the savoury aspects of the opposition forces?
Well, first of all, on your second point, I mean, we have not made a decision to arm the rebels. We made a decision to lift the arms embargo because it had a moral equivalence between Assad on the one hand and the official Syrian opposition on the other, and we thought that was wrong, and we thought it was important to send a message that that was wrong. And arguably, some of those things, some of those messages have helped to get us to a situation where we can get a much better political agreement today that we now have to turn into action. As for the transition, look, I think it is unthinkable that President Assad can play any part in the future government of his country. He has blood on his hands. He's used chemical weapons. But what matters in terms of bringing together this international coalition to back transition is to say, right, now let's get on with the process of naming people from the regime, from the opposition, who can sit down and talk about a transitional authority that will take power in Syria, that will have, as we agreed, full power, including full power over the security services and the armed forces. If that can happen, that opens the way to a genuine transition, to a genuine Syria free from Assad, free from terror. That is what we have agreed to work towards, and I think that is an important step forward.